So please sit in a good posture. Let's do some bumi pillar practice. Let's connect the pillars. Let's connect the body-mind, meaning the body and subtle energy, body and the aura, with important centers below and above the body. And the meaning of this exercise is not less than knowing ourselves as Buddhas, or having a glimpse, having a living experience of what this wakeful nature or Buddha nature, what it means as a lived experience. So you can sit in a comfortable upright posture. You can close your eyes. You can release any unnecessary tensions from the body. And if you feel like it, you can take a few deep breaths to help with the relaxation, to make the relaxation a bit deeper. For a couple of minutes, finding a good posture, settling into the comfortable upright posture, and releasing unnecessary tensions, while being aware in an effortless manner. We are simply allowing the tensions from big muscles, tensions from small muscles to release. Sort of like letting go of a grip in the whole body. Also, already you can notice that there is subtle, wonderful joyfulness in this experience. It feels good. So enjoy that joyfulness. You can let that joyfulness also show externally with a gentle smile on your face. And not only on the face, but in your whole being, in your whole body. Yes, very good. Subtle joyfulness, authentic joyfulness. And in that clear knowing awareness and joyfulness, you let the body relax even deeper. You feel that peace and joyfulness in all cells of your body. It is not complex, it is very simple. Everybody can do this. Or rather, everybody can stop doing what we are normally doing, what we are normally occupied with, and know ourselves as peaceful joyfulness. And when you have this recognition, you can see if this peacefulness is it. We think of ourselves as men and women of 100 centimeters tall or 2 meters tall, We think of ourselves as beings living in these bodies. See if this peace and joy is limited to our physical form, or if it doesn't have a beginning and doesn't have an end. See if that's the case. So this basic nature of ours that is joyful, kind, loving, and peaceful and settled, it doesn't belong to us. We are this experience. Always were, always will be. It's just that the stuff in our minds, ambitions, wins and losses, traumas, experiences in life, even tragedies in life, have clouded this real, true, pure, clear, loving nature of ours. Okay, let's move on to connecting the so-called pillars. So what these pillars are, that in Tantra we work with energy. We work with the so-called energy centers called chakras, and we work with energy channels called nadis. Commonly it is known that if we read a book about tantric yoga or yoga in general, these books will have pictures of 6 or 7 chakra centers in the spine, in the head, and on the top of the head. So this is a very simple, like oversimplified expression of the energy system of any human being. There are many, many more centers, both in the torso and head, also in the limbs, and also outside the physical body in our aura. And with the following steps, we are paying attention to a stack of subtle centers first below the body. You might be able to perceive those centers one by one, or you might not be able to perceive them one by one. Both are perfectly fine. Over time, when you do the exercise, you might develop this sensitivity, and actually will develop if you practice it. You will be able to sense these centers, but at this point, sensing or seeing these centers one by one is not necessary. So I will simply say that there are 7 centers below your pelvic floor, sort of like hanging in the space below your body. They coexist. You might begin to think that, well, how can they exist inside the floor? But don't bother with the physical space, because these centers are not physical. They are non-physical energy centers. So do this. Feel your pelvic floor for a moment. And there, from the pelvic floor, feel into the space directly below the body. Kind of like if you're standing on a mountain or a hilltop, kind of like gazing into the space, infinitely into some direction. Here also we are gazing into the space downwards. Not with our eyes, physical eyes, but with our attention. So the pillar of centers, 7 centers, is directly below your physical body. And we specifically want to connect with 3 of those centers that are the farthest of the 7. And it can be done in the following way. So you can move, sort of like stretch your attention from the pelvic floor at least 5-6 meters, which is like 15-20 feet downwards. Sort of like a descending ladder downwards. At least 5-6 meters, 15-20 feet down. And move your attention gently. Use your attention gently, so that when the connection is made with those subtle centers that represent yourself as a Buddha, you will feel this subtle sense of click, sort of like key in a lock going click. There will be this, what I mean with that click is that there will be a connection between your body-mind and those Mahasiddha or Buddha centers, and you will feel this beautiful, soft, warm, full of grace, full of light, rushing into your body-mind. That's the click. So you simply extend your attention downwards in a subtle, attentive manner. You keep going down, 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 at least 5-6 meters, and then you wait for the connection, for the click to happen. When that click happens, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the connection. It feels fantastic, doesn't it? You can stay in this connection as long as you like. In your daily practice, however, at least 1 minute. So when you feel that click, then you simply feel the sensations that come with it. You might feel some subtle tingling in the pelvic floor because the main central channel connects from the Mahasiddha bhumis, those farthest centers, with the other centers, with the whole bhumi pillar reaching all the way to the pelvic floor, the central channel in the pelvic floor. So you might have subtle sensations in the pelvic floor, you might have subtle sensations in feet, ankles, hands, fingers. The subtle sensations might even reach through the pelvic floor, through the body to the heart, even to the head, depending on your karmic purity. The whole energy system is interconnected. So here we are simply re-establishing a connection that isn't there at the moment. It's not there because for samsaric beings this connection is blocked. You might feel that the body relaxes more deeply. You might notice that your breathing starts moving in a freer, deeper fashion. It just feels really, really good. And not in a superficial manner, but in a really deep and meaningful manner. It feels good. It's not like getting high. It's more like knowing ourselves, coming home, like finding a long lost friend. As long as the connection is clear, by all means enjoy that connection. Recognize your mind state through that connection. Recognize how you feel because of this connection. However, if you feel that the connection lessens or is lost, you can connect again. Simply by doing the same, extending attention downwards in a subtle fashion, and then waiting for the click to happen again. If you have long period, let's say 1 or 2 hours for this practice, you can keep connecting it every few minutes. Certainly, it's not time wasted, the opposite. Stay with that connection with the pillar below the body a little bit more. May the connection between our body minds and the Mahasiddha grounds, Buddha grounds, bhumis below the body be very strong and clear and natural. May the pillar connect well, properly, naturally. And then let's move on. to connect the pillar above the head, above the body. You might feel in your home practice that when you connect the lower pillar, that at some point the subtle energy kind of moves through you, connects with the heart, connects with the head, and naturally extends to the space above your head to connect with the higher pillar. If that happens, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, let's connect the pillar like we did with the pillar below. For a moment, you can feel the top of your head, and from there, again, gazing into the space above your head, like gazing straight up towards the sky. With that gazing, we are sending our attention again 5-6 meters above the head, 15-20 feet above the head, up, 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 and you wait for the click. And when it happens, there's again beautiful, warm, soft, graceful energy showering down into your body. After the click, just surrender. Just enjoy that connection. And recognize how you feel through that connection, because of that connection. Connecting the samsaric body-mind with the Buddha within, through the Mahasiddha Bhumis below and above the body. Every single human being has the same energy system. However, most human beings, the vast majority, don't have connection with these Buddha grounds. So you establish it well. With the bhumi, the pillar above also, if you feel that the connection lessens or is lost, reconnect. And after connecting again, enjoy it. Feel the connection. Really marinating our physical body, muscles, bones, organs, head, brain, all about the physical body in this connection. Marinating. Also marinating our heart, our aura, energy field around our body. Feeling that connection, being aware of that connection with our subtle energy. Enjoy it and see how you feel because of this connection. See what this connection means. What is the meaning of this energy flooding down into the body mind? What does it mean in terms of identity? What does it mean in terms of our existence? Is this a fleeting experience? Or do we find something significant, existentially speaking, because of this connection? We are finding our true being, our true selves, that is always pure, always clear, always settled, without ignorance, without pain, without self-based suffering. Ourselves as Buddhas, ourselves as fully awakened. beings. Simple as that. This is not a lofty, exalted, high teaching. This is the reality. Simple as that. Through your own experience, through this exercise, you can come into certainty. This is the basic goodness, or Kuntu as it is discussed in Vajrayana Buddhism. This is the basic goodness that all beings have. And this is it. Staying with it as minutes go by, the connection the energetic element of the practice wanes little by little. Let it happen. Just stay with whatever you feel. After several minutes of enjoying that connection, this charge, this wonderful, graceful energy that comes from the pillar below and from the pillar above, it's kind of like received and digested by the energy body in the body space. The energy body inside the physical body and energy body in the aura. It kind of digests it. Let it be digested well. Just like you let physical nourishment, physical food be digested well. Without hurry, patiently staying with it. Effortlessly mindful about this digestion. Stay with it, but now lie down for about 5 minutes.